So in this video, I'm gonna talk about why you shouldn't try to scale a project from scratch. So why you should instead build an MVP and do like a regular step-by-step, and then you try to scale it to multiple stages and impact. So back in 2021, when we started Channels Growing, the first idea we had was to create 100 YouTube channels that were going to be dark YouTube channels, so it didn't have a face on it, and they were gonna be assets that we could grow and scale and even sell, and monetize it a lot. And the idea was very good. So we had the knowledge, we had the track record, we had partners. One of Brazil's greatest channel, Você Sabia, just supported us. Oh, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's gonna work. But the thing is that so we're gonna design. We're gonna start by 10 channels. We're gonna build that team. We're gonna invest. And so the thing here is you shouldn't like skip steps. You should start small, you validate, and then you start scaling. The thing here is that the idea was amazing. We had all the point that we needed before actually doing it, that it was going to succeed, but it didn't. And why is that? Because we tried to design everything before putting things in action. So we put our knowledge into a project, and we try to put that project in action. But that doesn't work that way, because when you're building a project, where you're building a venture, things don't exactly go the way you think they will go. So you have to adapt. And if you adapt and you've already built like a ship that is big enough for you to like just pivot quickly, it gets harder and harder, and then you get far from your initial point. So the thing here is that we wanted to do, and I really think after reading this book, Ego is the Enemy, I really think this is something that a lot of entrepreneurs have. They just their gut is very attached to their ego, and actually ego wants it all. Ego wants everything. Ego wants 100 channels. It does not want one channel that grows into be the biggest one in an area, and then you start scaling into multiple languages, and then you start opening new channels for you to sustainably grow. Ego wants it all. Ego wants 100 channels with multiple revenue sources and multiple languages, multiple omni-channel to TikTok, to Instagram, to lots of channels. And actually you don't need this. So I'm reading this book which is called I'm only reading it in Portuguese. It's called A Única Coisa. It's the only thing. And actually you only need one thing that grows a lot and makes you like rich, makes the impact you want. You don't want multiple things. You don't need to be the owner of multiple successful ventures. You don't have to need to have, oh my God, I have 100 sources of passive income. And I think that is a lot about self-knowledge more than it is about project management. Because, I'm actually an expert in multiple project management. I did a thesis on it, and on my academic time. And actually, it is much difficult to manage multiple projects. So you really need to select your resources. You need to select, what am I going to build? Is it like the minimum viable product for me to test it? After I test it, after it has that initial spark of success, then I start building my team, my culture. Then I'm able to like scale. So that's my 5 cents about trying to scale a project from scratch. You should always think about scalability, because if you don't, when you reach some kind of stage, you're not going to be able to go forward. If you build like a service company or something that is too dependent on your knowledge, that you can't delegate it and you can't put other people to do it. So yeah, you should always think about leverage and scalability, but don't try to design a company with 100 people when you don't even have your product on air and people are enjoying it. And the product at that time at Channels Growing was our content. So when you build a YouTube channel, you should always test your content. And yeah, of course, when it's big, when you're focused, when you did your only thing for 6 months, then you can think about, okay, so what's the next step? How I build it to be a huge channel, a huge product, a huge company that can impact millions of people. So I hope it helps. Thank you very much. Subscribe, like, and leave in the comments below what you think and what you think my next video should be. Thank you very much.